If you are not making absurdly easy money, there is never been ever an easier time than today.
Dude, every UGC creator out of business.
It's insane. We're getting schedules at like $10, $3 per website schedule for these.
Welcome to Scale Simple. I'm Sebastian and I'm here with Jeff. Here we talk about scaling your coaching business to 7 or 8 figures while actually keeping the profit. Because here's the thing, most companies sacrifice 70 to 80% of their revenue to bloated ad spend, big teams, or tools they don't need. So we show you how to keep most of your money using hybrid social funnels where organic content and paid ads work together, not against your profit. That's what we talk about here. We share all the specific strategies and what's working right now that you can implement into your business.
I understand if you want to use that as leverage to kind of blow up, but right now it is so Wild West. Like, I don't know, I've shown you pictures of people using guns and Hitler and I know, I've heard stuff. I don't really know where and whatever, but I've heard stuff about CP as well. Can escalate in such a bad way. Like at the moment, like our legal system, the way it exists today, does not know how to deal with this shit. And if there's a video that looks like fucking humanly real, that could have real life implications for you. Like I've already heard of people seeing a video and due to a video, filing a real life lawsuit with real lawyers in real court, with real implications in the real world due to a video that was not created by somebody. And it's like, we're just not catching up.
Well, where does it end? I mean, I saw a video today about a popular streamer. Somebody's used Sora to create clips of him talking to minors, approaching minors on the street. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, dude, what are you doing? You know, this is horrendous. How long before somebody creates a video of a world leader suggesting pushing the big red button? And if you can't tell the difference between whether that's real or not, like, where does it end? You know, it's crazy. It's the Wild West.
But dude, talking of Wild West, the ads are fire.
And the performance
and I
is
think
good as
we
well,
have
right?
a unique window right now of like 3 to 6 months, maybe maximum, where this stuff is really going to pop up.
Yeah.
So people that will be able to leverage this stuff.
Dude, I mean,
it looks
just
real.
Every UGC creator out of business.
It's insane. Like it's just, why does the worst contractor in the city have the best website? And you're on Squarespace still from 2019? We need to talk.
Dude, and I know the image is kind of grainy at the moment, but that is virtually indistinguishable from a real human being.
No, remember, so the consensus, remember when we talk about image ads and shit like that?
Yeah.
The consensus was always like, bro, if you run image ads, make sure your text is as big. Think about the people on an iPhone, like 6 or something like that, scrolling in the sun at the beach,
Yep.
right? That is the normal user watching your ads.
Yep.
So if you have content like this and there's no Sora logo, or even with the Sora logo, so many people don't even know this exists. It's like, this is real. And you can make so many angles of this in any situation. Like in this ad, there's like 2 people talking about a project. Oh, who did your renovation? And it's like, it's incredible. Found him online, top of Google. And he's like, oh, is it luck? It's like, no, it's not luck. That was market architecture. And then they laugh about it.
This is crazy.
And they're perfect, right? Because they're less than 10 seconds. So they're super short. People watch them. I think it will get a viral effect when many people don't, some people will think, oh, is this AI or is it real? Or they didn't understand something. So they watch it again. So you get more through plays, you get more watches. It feeds the algorithm. Some people will comment it's AI. You get so many trolls like, oh, it's AI. Oh, it's not AI, whatever. And then they bash themselves out in the comments. And that just fuel to the fire,
right,
to the algo.
What about creators? So here's my prediction. It's going to go one or two ways. Either AI is going to put creators like you and me out of business, real world possibility, or it's going to go the other way. And people get so pissed with AI that they're like, I only want to watch. I kind of already find myself doing this. If I'm scrolling, taking 30 minutes at the end of the day just to kill some brain cells on TikTok, if I get hit with an AI video, I automatically scroll past it because somewhere in my subconscious, I don't want to watch something fake. Do you know what I mean? I prefer real people. And I would be curious to poll the audience on how many other people feel that way. Are you okay with AI? Do you watch it or do you scroll past it? I'd love to get a read on how many people say, yeah, I hate it too, or how many people are like, no, I'm good with it.
100%. I have that too, by the way. When I see AI stuff that is clearly AI, if it's a LinkedIn post or a social media post, I will just scroll past it. It happens to me even with emails. Recently, I needed to put a all hands out there for our team, like send everyone an email and be like, if anyone sends me any AI resemblant email, I will fucking not respond. And worst case, I'll probably fire you, because I'm like, I'm for real. Like, I'm taking the time. If employees send me stuff like, Sebastian, here's something I need, I want you to look at this or whatever, I take my time to respond personally. Yes, I voice prompt. Yes, I do stuff, but I do not pop it into ChatGPT and then get some kind of gibberish back to you. I respond personally. And if I'm taking the time to respond personally, I expect that from you as well. But otherwise, we don't need to collaborate on this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't know, I got off point there. But I think my point was trying to be as well, right now, you may be skipping it. But when is the point there where it's indistinguishable? It's so good right now. So many people these videos are not going viral because everybody knows it's AI. They're going viral because people cannot distinguish them between, I mean, they're so real, so hooky that you watch them and maybe you then only after watching it understand that it's AI, or, you don't understand that it's AI altogether. Either way, that is the reason why they're popping off. So when comes the point where you don't know the difference anymore?
You've already launched a test campaign using these types of videos, right?
Yeah.
You want to share the results so that people can see what?
Yeah, of course. So we just yesterday, we just launched a campaign on new ad sets. So the way I'm launching ad sets right now is basically I'm putting in 10, 20 creatives in these test campaigns, and then I will scale the ones that were working. So, and right now we have a couple text on screen, reels, AI voice, iPad, and we're getting schedules at like $10, $3 per website schedule for these. What we do, right, every time on our podcast is we preach how this is not sustainable at this point. And I want to be honest with our audience, right? At this point, I've been running this campaign for 2 days and I've spent in total $150 for 2 schedules. Yes, for $70 per qualified call. By the way, we're qualifying pretty hard. Like everyone with no money, everyone that doesn't like fill the onboarding form that has like about 5 questions in the qualifier, we're disqualifying those. So only those people get through to the calendar.
So there's a lot of friction in the form.
There's a lot of friction in the form. It's so funny because I know when we did the ad, Ladina sent this to like other family members and they thought it was real.
Holy cow.
It's like, it is insane. And then what's working really well too right now are like these text overlay ads, just simple. Or here we have some with an AI voice, which work too.
You know what we always say about ugly ads,
dude? It's just written on an iPad and there's a fucking AI voice behind it saying exactly what it says on the thing.
Ugly ads work.
Ugly ads work.
Just like ugly funnels.
So here's the thing, right? Everyone's always trying to, perfect one ad or perfect one this or that. And I think Meta is all about the AI right now is getting so good at understanding what these people want to see that you as a human impossibly can understand what it is that your ideal client actually wants to see or hear. The only way you can win with ads in 2025, 2026 and beyond is that you put out so much volume. And I'm not saying just go and create AI and flood your everything with AI, but test it. Use AI, use UGC, use real ads by you, founder, podcast clips, whatever. Put out as many creatives as possible, and Facebook will then decide if it wants to use these or not. And if it does, it will spend money on these and you will get conversions because the AI is so much smarter than you are. And it will know that some people might like a podcast clip of you and they will respond to that. Other people might like seeing some hot blonde in an AI video and they would never, ever stop to scroll for your bitch ass ugly face. Sorry, excuse my profanity, but it's true. And some people may think you look handsome and stop to scroll because of you. And they think that's an authority and they would never stop to scroll for an AI video. They would, like you said, they would skip it, move on. And they're like, this is real. Jeff is real. You have the glasses and the look and you're, speaking real talk, authentic, whatever. And they will stop for that. And in order that you can capture all of these people to stop, because it's all about stopping to scroll, right? It doesn't matter how good your offer is, how good your ads are, whatever. If people do not stop to scroll, they don't know you exist. They don't know your offer or anything. So it doesn't matter. So that's all what it's about. And from that point onwards, when they saw your ad, maybe they'll see more ads, right? Because Facebook does the retargeting and everything. Maybe they'll see your website. Maybe they'll get to know you and they can still make a decision if they want to contact you, work with you, whatever. That is That's from that point. At least now they know you exist, which is what it's all about in marketing.
Wild West.
I'm telling all my clients right now is like, you gotta put out as many creatives as possible. Like you gotta do more. And it's not about having the perfect ad or the perfect angle. It's just, you gotta put out more.
Just a volume game.
You need to feed the AI information so it can go out and test. So I think this is actually really interesting. And it's like people approach me every day and they're like, Sebastian, I want to learn how to run ads. I want to know what you can do. How do you get those good results? Whatever, show me. They start asking me all these questions like, yeah, I don't understand the ads manager and the targeting and which button to click and whatever. And I'm like, dude, forget all that shit. It doesn't, I mean, yes, there's like 5% is understanding. You have a campaign, you have an ad set, and you have an ad level. Then you got to put a video in, and you got to put the copy in and that kind of stuff. Like, okay, you can learn that on probably 1,000 different YouTube videos in less than 1 hour, how to push the buttons in the ad set. The other 95% is you putting in creatives, tracking the data properly, and analyzing the data to make data-driven decisions to put more creatives in. And all you got to do is from that point is you got to put more creatives in. Like I said, AI, human, podcast, whatever, all kinds of different creatives, images, text on screen, whatever is working right now, trending audio, this, that, whatever, throw it in. Let the AI decide if this is something they want to push and if it's getting you conversions or getting money spent on it. By the way, conversions is not always the thing to look at because some ad creatives are used by the AI as awareness ads.
Right.
They will not get conversions or horrible conversion data. But if Meta is spending money on it, do not turn it off because it needs this to get you conversions on the other ads. So we'll show this ad first, and then it will show you a second ad, which you will convert from. So this whole tofu, mofu, bofu thing that we used to spread up in different ad sets, we don't need to do that anymore. We can all have it in the same ad set, and Meta will decide which ones to show who at what time. And so we throw that in there, and then we look at the ad sets that are making money, that are spending money, that Meta is spending money on, we keep those. We get rid of the ones that are not being used. Meta doesn't spend any money on them. So obviously they're not that good or, we can't find any people at the moment. And then we take the ones that have the most money spent and we put those into a scaling ad set and we just spend more money on it. That's literally it. So advertising is not the complex thing about like what targeting and what trick and thing and whatever, all this complicated. It's just about, it's actually going back to creatives now. It's like if you have a brain and creativity, and this goes for prompts, like even if you can use Claude or ChatGPT to come up with prompts, you got to be really creative about the scenes, the relatable, the people, what message to put in. You'll still have to guide AIs to give you that stuff. That's it.
But it's also fixing a bigger problem, which is previously, in order to be able to produce that much volume so that you could give it as many testing data points as possible, you'd have to create the ads, you'd have to get the ads edited and all the rest of it. Now, one prompt, bang, it can just knock out 10 ads for you in like 60 seconds.
It is insane.
We live in a crazy time.
If you are not making money, like absurdly easy money, there has never been ever an easier time than today.
I agree.
It's probably going to get easier. But there has never been a better time to make money, ever.
I agree.
Can I use that quote, like quote it to my name? Or did somebody use that before?
Well, I'm sure a bunch of people have used it, but why don't you just, take it and run with it? You could just claim it's AI and that you didn't actually really say it at all, so it's fine. Is Sora expensive, dude? I've not even fucked about with it.
No, it's not. It's free at the moment.
I'm in the UK, so unless you go jump through a bunch of hoops, you can't even use Sora.
It's not available?
Not last time I checked.
It's in the App Store, dude. You got to just download it and then you got to have the invite code.
Oh, no way. Artlist have Sora. Artlist, if you ever listen to this. Free plug.
No, download the actual app.
Sora 2 Studio.
Yeah, but on your phone.
For some reason, I thought, hang on, there's a website here that says about how to access Sora AI 2.0 in Europe and the UK. And this was 6 days ago. So Sora 2.0 is geo-restricted and currently blocked in most countries, including the EU, UK, Australia, and much of Asia and Africa.
You guys are fucked, bro. That is so funny.
Yeah, but you can, apparently there's a workaround.
Think, what is it called? This app called Higgsfield, Google Higgsfield AI. I think they have access to Sora. And you know what? I heard that there's now an API as well. So maybe I'll release an app that is like compliant with EU rules or not. Like, I don't know, just maybe the government took too long to get back to me and it will already be out there in the wild. And then
It takes less time to say sorry than it does get permission.
I will just redirect my emails to Sam and I'll get hints.
Well, right, the Miami dude.
No, to Sam Altman. I will
Oh,
just redirect my email
big
to
A,
Sam
yeah.
at openai.com.
Yeah, this looks like something for your attention, Big Sam. So yeah, we're just like, it's basically, we can't do anything now in the UK. Can't move a muscle. I don't want this podcast to be political, but the UK is crazy.
But maybe you just need to move to Miami. You know what? Something else I wanted to share is this is maybe for everyone that has something to do with vibe coding and stuff like that. I've really been liking the analytics, not Google Analytics, but there's like tools that are called post hog. This is something only developers and stuff will know. But now since vibe coding is becoming a thing and people are starting to build more of their apps and whatever, and we build their funnels, you can install this analytics. It's called post hog and I'm loving it. It is so detailed and insane what you can do with this stuff. So you see, for example, you have like these app analytics, right? And you can see, your daily active users and whatever. And it even has like, heat maps. So you can go in and you can see exactly, here you have everything, what happened. So you can go and click on these things and you'll see exactly what the person did, right? So he scrolled our testimonials. Yeah. So you see what's happening and they're like, okay, they look at that. And then they left again or whatever.
Interesting. Okay, so they used to have well, probably still do. There was a piece of software that you could install on your WordPress website back in the day called Hotjar, which would do the same thing. It would track user heat map.
So this is free. This is free. So you see here my funnel and then you see what they're typing in.
Yep.
You can even see if they like redid something or whatever, or if they're like figuring it out.
This is a nice looking funnel, dude.
When you put in your name and stuff, I think it like puts the information.
It does what?
It kind of like stars the information. I don't know. I guess for like compliance reasons and shit. I don't know. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty dope, dude.
I love looking at this. It has so detailed analytics. It's like way more detailed than, what you would see on Google Analytics and stuff like, how long they stay on each step, what they do, their entry path, where they're coming from. You can see here. I mean, this is Google Analytics too, but it's like really, really, really detailed. Pretty cool. I thought I'd share that.
What a wild, weird world.
The tool, PostHog and Hotjar and whatever, these exist for a while now, right? A couple of years, whatever. But I think it was just really inaccessible a couple of months or years ago for anyone that is not a developer, a big SaaS company or something like that to use something like this, right? All you really knew as an average user was, okay, I got Google Analytics on my WordPress website. Yeah. Unless you got more technical and you built a really big online business or something like that, this was kind of out of reach. And now it's just like, you just tell the AI, dude, can you please connect PostHog? And it's like, what's your API key? You go take it in, drop it in the chat. And then you got all these analytics. And it even has MCP. Have you heard of MCP servers? So MCP is what you use this is something interesting. Do you use Claude?
I'm more ChatGPT, but I do use Claude, yeah.
Okay, so ChatGPT has it too now. So let's actually, you know what? Why don't we go look that up and see if we can give a tutorial for people real quick, how to use MCP. So we need to go into settings and then we'll have here connectors. So what you need to do, data controls, security account. Maybe I should have checked quickly how to do it on ChatGPT, but at least on Claude, you got to go add a little bit of code. Maybe it's just connectors. And then we can say, okay, why don't we do Canva? And then, so MCP is a technology that uses API to connect directly with your LLM. So with ChatGPT in this case. So it will use Canva's API. So for whatever you can do with Canva via the API, and it will allow the agent, so the ChatGPT chat, to connect with that API. So you eliminate programming and everything that's in between. And you can be like, I don't know what we can actually do with Canva. I've never done it, right? But you can see here, read profile, read metadata, create designs, read your design content, whatever. So I'm going to click allow. And now in theory, like I've never done this before. So you're actually seeing this live for somebody that's never used this with before. So we can go and try something and we can say, okay, so why don't we say, I'd like to create some image ads for Market Your Architecture, which is an agency focused on helping architects, designers, design build, and contractors show up online, get more of their ideal clients using digital marketing systems like ads to get more of their ideal clients. Help me create some image ads that are relatable to this industry, to this ideal client. So architects, designers, design build firms, with situations where we can showcase what we do and how we help so that they can click if they're interested and start working with us. I'm thinking of images of like two contractors and like, how did you find your client? Maybe like a text bubble or something like that. And then it's like, oh, I use Market Your Architecture to help me run ads. Things like that, like relatable situations and scenes and a really easy to understand image of how that gets done. Use Canva to create these images for me. By the way, if you're not using voice prompting yet, this is your sign. Makes your life 100 times easier. In theory, what we should be able to see now is ChatGPT using the Canva connection to then go and create those images for me via the API.
So is it going to produce it inside of Canva, or is it going to produce it right there in...
Bro, did you see how fucking fast this just happened? This was just created just now within chat. It's like anyone out there that doesn't know you can do this. I'm sure there's thousands of businesses that are listening and seeing this right now that you're currently still paying someone to give you this for like, I don't know, $50 or whatever. If you like freelancers. So I need to repeat what I just did. I've never done this ever before. I've never used the MCP Canva connection in ChatGPT. I don't have any pre-saved prompts, anything that you would not have. This is all here done for the first time with one prompt that I voice prompted out of my head. This is not a well-structured prompt. This is not a good prompt. This is just me saying what I want to have. And ChatGPT went ahead and used my prompt to create several design assets. Here's a quote reel, but this looks, I think it's using, yes, generate Canva images. Yes, generate them. It can access my Canva library of things that we already created. So it found, for example, here it found the quote reels that we have created in our account. And now it will be able to do similar ones like those. Like I've never seen this one before. The all-correct. It's absolutely insane. Fix your funnel. And so it's using all of these sources by my Canva account that were created to then start creating images on its own. Just inspire ready to upload Canva template link pack. Pretty crazy. Would you like me to generate Canva images for the text layout visuals or just prepare ready to upload Canva link pack? Yeah, I want that too. Yes, prepare a ready to upload Canva link pack as well. Whatever that means. What is a Canva link pack?
I don't know, guess like a zip file?
This is not bad.
Dude, I mean, with a little cleanup, this is a ready-to-use ad.
I could just run this as an ad, tell you what happened.
Throw $50 on it just for the audience, and then we can report back.
We can do it right now.
Real time, ad launch.
We can say ChatGPT Canva image podcast, ad image. This is for anyone that says, I don't know how to run ads or I don't know what to do. It's like you have no excuses. You just literally saw right now live exactly what to do. You take the image. It's even cut off. It's not even great. Like the top bubble is cut off. You see, it doesn't even says, okay, call to actions, enhancements, publish. So it can literally search your entire Canva library and use relatable things. So for example, I don't know if there's certain creators that, I don't know, they give you packs here, 1,000, like heck, we even have like a couple of ads, templates and stuff like that, right? And then you can just chat with it and we'll be like, oh yeah, why don't you use these here and put this on the screen, right? So here it's giving me all these examples. I'm wondering if somebody still has excuses. I'd love to take questions. We should do a live call or something like that with people saying that this is too difficult.
I love that idea. We should do a live call and help fix somebody's ads in real time. So if anybody out there in podcast or YouTube land would like to join me and Sebastian, where we will run through your marketing campaigns, fix your ads, do any of that, drop a comment down below. We'll invite you onto the pod and we'll fix it in real time.
That's really good. Let's do that. Let's go live next time, take on questions and help somebody launch a campaign.
Sounds like fun.
Any closing comments?
I want to eat chips for dinner, but my PT would not be happy about that. It's my closing thought.
Run more ads.
Good closing thought. Don't eat chips, run more ads.
Yep.
Drops mic.